It is time for the final match of Week 1 in Division A. It has looked to be the gauntlet so far, Joe. Back and forth battles, hotly contested. But this is a big story because Gen.G a chance to go 3-0. EG at risk of going 0-3. This is a big match for both sides.
It absolutely is. On the side of Evil Geniuses, you're looking for a map win. First of all, that is the first step. But the big thing with them is they've played two of the toughest teams in the division, right? They've played Optic Gaming and they've played Midnight. That's it.
You could say it is the two toughest. I mean, you could make that argument that might be the two toughest right now. So it's tough they don't have a map win, but you started out really with hard matches. So maybe now's your chance to get something on the board. On the other end, I believe for Gen.G, both their matches are that they won were against European teams, Red and Rec. So a little bit of a different matchup here for them.
Yeah, I was just saying the other tough part for EG is you're probably playing the other toughest team in this division in Gen.G.
Yeah. This is going to be tough, but you got to think. Revan's got these guys ready to go. I was back kind of listening to him, and he was on the headset talking to them during scrims, and probably one of the more energized coaches in the league. He is. So you've seen the clips. I love him.
Yeah, he's trying to do a great job with Evil Geniuses, and again at the Pro League qualifier, they looked damn good. But again, it's been a tough start for them. Just taking a look at the map, Seaside Hardpoint, we just saw that. Always an entertaining one.
But even this, it reminds me a little bit of Vegas with EG. I know they've had a small change with the player, but even then, remember, they were either like smoking teams or they got 3-0. Like they got 3-0, 3-0 bopped out of the event. Like when they were running a map, they were looking okay. When they lost, they were getting smoked out of series, and maybe just a trend developing here as well. Like once they go down maybe in a map, they just find it difficult to kind of rebound.
Well, I think that's why they made the change, right? Because you had Saints, and he can be one of those guys that can lead to that sort of negative sentiment where it's just so difficult to get back into it. He can, get in his own head at times, not turn things around, not become vocal. That's what you bring Facento in. He's really, we talked about his turnaround, but a big reason for him is his communication, the way that he can be a leader for a team. And, well, it just hasn't been what we expected for Evil.
Well, based on the records 0-2 versus 2-0, do you heavily favor Gen.G here?
Yes.
Okay.
Just based off what we've seen. I mean, it's not even like EG has been that competitive in their matches, right? Like they've gotten smoked, and I think the big thing for EG is the search and destroy, because this team should be better at search and destroy than what we've seen.
Here we go, right into Seaside. We just had a Seaside in the last series. Another 100-point comeback on this map. So honestly,
no lead is safe.
Yeah, don't even look at the scoreline until there's a couple minutes left in the game. Once we hit like the third set of rotations, then you can pay attention to the scores. Yeah, nothing ever seems to be safe. Nice damage from Nagafin at range with the Maddox. Trying to dance with the opposition as they push through, but as he falls, an opening now for EG to get in. With a ton of time left to work on here, and wow, Facento getting it on both guns as Goon flies off the map.
Double Mozu kill, stun Yo's out, does tag one. Just staying alive now with 15 seconds left. You see those yellow arrows down towards the bottom side of the map. They're going to start to rotate towards that church courtyard as they set up for that second hill. EG trying to push through the barrels. So we'll see where Spacely and Nagafin spawn out, or where they spawn. One player does spawn out, so you have man advantage right now for EG. Make it two as Nagafin goes down. Royalty finds another one on the Major Maniac, and this is not what you want for Gen.G. EG do a wonderful job, push on through. That is a clean wipe and a great rotation from EG.
Wow, and they left. It looked like they were kind of caught between setting up early and giving it up, and also maybe trying to contest with one or two players, and then you lose the battles in transition, and this is the position you find yourself in. Now getting smoked in the second hard point, and Facento going to get streaks from not even shooting his gun here. He's just going to pick him up from the time inside the hard point.
That's no idea.
Yeah, well, that is the power of the grapple there.
Wait, you hear the grapple? You're not even going to look, Bryce?
I mean, hell,
your head set backwards.
That ends up being a big play from Havoc, at least in the scheme of streaks coming in. Yeah, it looked funny, but he's like, where? What? Exotic almost has a big one-on-one win, but as he loses that, everyone from the side of Gen.G now getting ready to go at Fountain.
Here we go. Oh, never mind. Okay, so luckily he didn't call that in. That could have been scary. Spacely does spawn out behind Evil Geniuses. I wonder if he didn't use, or if he used the ping, so they might not see Spacely spawn behind him. Right, that's the big thing. If he used the ping, they will not know Spacely's behind him. And Spacely, he will get taken down. So the ping wasn't called in that life before, but he connects with nothing with that lightning strike and all the kills go the way of Gen.G, they're going to be right back into this game.
Yeah, most of the times when we talk about breaks on this particular hardpoint, it comes behind streaks, and I think that puts an emphasis even more on Havoc getting that kill to make sure you don't have maybe a Hellstorm, which you can target a bit easier and find something in the back spawn. And you get nothing out of the lightning whatsoever, but they're doing it gun up as Jar gets a pair of kills. Mox gets a team kill, and suddenly it's just going to be Mox by his lonesome in the back. So if you're EG, at least you don't allow Gen.G to get maybe as much time as they might have gotten.
Yeah, that break in with about 25 seconds. That'll still give
better than it could have been.
Yeah, and EG do the heads-up play of, well, there's 10 seconds left. We'll just leave that. We have the lead. But we're going to go towards barrels. But Nagafin able to find some kills, and Havoc just smokes Goonjar. As we head to barrels, you thought EG was going to win that rotation. Now they're spawning out on both sides of the map. You're not going to have any specialists just yet. Very close to loading on in. But Spacely, Nagafin, they're locking this down. There's a couple opportunities for EG to potentially run away with this one, or at least get that heavy lead with the streaks in the rotation towards barrel, but it doesn't happen. We'll see, they're going to have to do it with their weapons once again.
Can they do it? Gen.G is set up strong inside barrels on Major Maniac's POV as he's trying to deal with any pressure that comes through. Seems to be up to the task, at least delaying the push, and then Peekaboo, he's back out and finding the kill. Gen.G now take over the lead as they're getting close to that 100-point mark, but not a lot of separation between these two teams as of yet. But that'll do it for the first set of rotations, and EG will be set up in first. Any key takeaways for you?
Are you surprised that Gen.G's leading? Like, you feel like EG should be in the lead just based off some of the things that we've seen?
One of the score lines that doesn't seem to reflect maybe the gameplay you saw?
Yeah, and even just taking a look at the kills, it's pretty even across, but you did have or at least the lightning on the side of Vicento. They're just not able to connect a couple of breaks from Gen.G, which lead to this score. But EG, as we go back to this first hill, do a great job holding off that first push. Grapple on in from Havoc. He gets taken down, but at least opens up the lane for Mox to find 3. That is the point of the grapple. 100%. Mox finds 4. It's just Goonjar by himself.
And that is Mox saying, thanks, Havoc. Yep. That is literally live bait. We talk all the time about how it's similar to something like an Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3, where you have the advanced movement. Somebody goes high, they take the eyes up, and then you gun everybody. Havoc, an excellent job as a distraction, and Mox takes advantage. 4 nice kills for them, and it leads to a big chunk of time at the tail end of that, which puts them back out in front. No one really able to hold on to a lead for long.
We'll see which specialists are going to get invested, if any. Mox does use TAC 5 boost. Nagafin's going to find one. Vicento with 2. Exotic with another one. This is just like last time where Gen.G rotate very early on to this hill. Exotic's actually going to pull this out. This is an opportunity to go big, but the flak jacket is ready from the side of Gen.G. Major Maniac pulls out the Annihilator, and they fight right back.
That was so frustrating to watch, because if he, like, no hesitation took that first shot, may direct hit him before he even slides out, but he waits for a second, and then it becomes such a tough kill.
The cluster on the Major Maniac, somehow he's alive.
Oh yeah, he's having fun right now.
Nobody's challenging this Annihilator. You can't blame him. Exotic in the corner, just sliding back and forth, being a nuisance. Can he find anything else? No. Good job by EG. I mean, now as well, they've won rotation as Royalty takes down Nagafin.
Not that that's maybe the best example, but I think that's something we've talked about. Good specialists used a lot, like how teams that's really stood out, like when they make game-changing abilities, good use, bad uses. But one of the other things we don't talk as much about is like the ability to deal with specialists well. Sometimes you can shut down one of those weapons just by your positioning, by outplaying,
by putting on a perk.
Yeah. I mean, there's
something as simple as that.
Basically, some teams just deal with it a lot better than others.
That's what you saw. Exotic throws out a couple of shots, but it connects with nothing. EG, they have the back spawns. Well, they did for a second. Major Maniac able to find a couple. Havoc now in a one-on-one with the player in the back. Royalty just flies on in to try to help his teammate. Grab slams into 2. I love that on a Royalty. That gives them the spawns as well. I mean, he doesn't make that play, plus he has streaks. Royalty, he's gonna get a Hellstorm as well.
He just completely bailed them out because Goonjar gets caught. He thinks he has a free kill, maybe chases a little bit, gets picked up, but Royalty there to back it up behind a 7 streak.
They were breaking through. You saw Major Maniac found
he completely bailed him out. Completely and utterly bailed him out.
And they were so focused. There was one player, I wasn't sure who it was, I didn't see it, but they stayed alive in the back long enough where Royalty can grapple through. If one of those Gen.G players is just turning around, it's a free kill on him. But instead he has a grab slam. Now you have full streaks. Tempest popped by Nagafin inside a barrel.
That's 5 down. That's one way to get set up. complete team wipe and Gen.G back in. Will we see another lead change? Nagafin still holding it down. Can't finish the kill, but at least delays the push. Now they come across.
That's all you
know where they can go. Havoc follows it up. You gotta like that weapon combo they got there.
Yeah, just all he had to do was hit one shot, because you know when that player is down, that choke point is basically held for that point. You don't want the chain reaction to come through, and you see exactly why. But yeah, you saw the 3 kills come in from Havoc with that grab slam. Great specialist usage, really, so far from both of these teams.
Havoc really getting some good use out of his weapon or his equipment. Great plays with the gravel. Great plays with the grab slam, and another lead change, Gen.G.
Still have those streaks, though. Here's the sniper nest called on in. Havoc now trying to push. He gets taken down. Gen.G has the help of Bello as...
And you're a bit staggered right now. They need to slow it down, group up. New hardpoint just popped. I like this. Just wait until you've got everybody. Now the pinch comes in. The problem is sniper nest is in the sky, and
that's gonna hit them all. It's gonna hit all 3. They jumped right into that, does Gen.G. Havoc, though, still able to stay alive, but he's gonna get traded.
Not for long.
But they just jumped right into Havoc.
For what seems the 40th time, team or lead change again. EG. Now they're turning control. A chaotic map throughout this game 1 hardpoint. EG set up, 30 seconds remaining. It's still the eyes in the sky doing damage right now for Royalty, all behind that play earlier at Fountain. They can't close it out here, though. Still a lot needed. You think there's some chaos still coming, Joe?
Yeah, Mosh destroys the sniper nest. Let's take a look above. Any specialists, there is nothing on the side of Gen.G. On the other side of EG,
nothing.
Exotic is getting close to War Machine, but that's it.
The big thing is Royalty streaks.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity as Royalty's able to find a couple. Major Maniac's still alive as the new hill does pop. So still an opportunity for Gen.G to get in this one, but you said it. You still have the streaks on the side of Royalty. Maybe he calls in one here, but it's just tough. Maybe he holds it on for the next one.
Oh, if you hold on to the next one, you better make sure you're contesting a good amount of this hard point, and somehow they are, because Gen.G wins a ridiculous one-on-one. I felt like he had 0 HP to deal with, but winning that gunfight allows the reinforcements to get in, and from contesting all of this time, you make sure that Gen.G can't push out the lead, and you don't have to invest any of those streaks, so that's huge.
25 seconds left, though. This is great for Gen.G to at least just contest from the front of the hill, because they will have spawns for next. You see 7 and 8. That's Havoc and Major Maniac all spawning on the left side of the map. So you're going to give up these 12 seconds.
Still got to feel like Gen.G should have got more time there.
10 seconds now. So it's going to put them at about 2:37.
Here we go. So remember, they used the lightning the first time through to break this. No luck. This time they have the Hellstorm. That's the opening pick in the back. He should still spawn safe.
No, I don't think so.
No, they get enough pressure there, so look how far they're spawning, basically at the first hard point, and now set up in the back is going to be 3 and 4. That's Exotic and Vicento.
Exotic just spawned there, though. He just spawned there, so they broke the spawns. Now EG's in control, and this should be it. Mox and Spacely had to try to break through the front. They find some kills. Havoc with another one. How did Gen.G break through the front?
Oh, Lord, and this is going to make a Lightning have to come in as they need a bailout here. Only 6 more points needed for EG. 1 is a team kill, but is that enough? Nope, Spacely's still inside. Mox follows it up. There's the trade, and that is likely it. The final ticks go through, and EG will secure the victory.
They want a map.
Yes! EG on the board. Smiles around.
Step at a time.
Yeah, the first baby step in. Can they find a few more?
Got scary, though. I mean, if they don't have the streaks at the end,
Gen.G
get that right. Control.
Yeah. I still think, just when they were set up at the last hard point, before you rotate to Fountain, when you're out in Courtyard, Gen.G have the setup. They're holding the back towards barrels well, so they have the spawns for next. Royalty doesn't use any streaks. I just felt like Gen.G were going to get 20 or 30 points there. Like, bring it a little bit closer. And EG, once again, just kind of break in. There were a couple hard points where EG just got through when you feel they shouldn't have. There weren't streaks used, there weren't specialist weapon used, and they just got in on their gun skill. If those couple of breaks don't happen, maybe that's a Gen.G win.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Gen.G as well is sort of overthinking it, right? Really focusing on that third hill. Want to make sure they don't get caught by those spawns, contest from the front. That's what they were doing for the most of the time. They did a good job, yes. They allowed EG at least to be in the hill, but they got it to that third hill. I felt like that was their main objective.
Yeah, well, you're right. But the streaks then.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not that easy to hold.
But maybe they're just thinking we dealt with Faceno's lightning strike. We could do it again. It's just that one hellstorm that Nagafin gets taken out in the back, and that opens things up for Gen.G.
Well, to shift focus a little bit, we did ask you guys on Twitter maybe who was the most standout player from the week. The first one that comes in, Brack has been an absolute beast, and I know for us, just looking to day one, yes, he stood out immediately.
I just love the way he acquires streaks. We know his streaks have
so
been
good at getting them, right?
So
good.
Well, Midnight 4-0 their first week.
Tommy, absolute unit on the main stage. Yeah, Tommy has had moments of brilliance, but does it matter when you're 1-3?
I mean, it does, because they could be 0-4, I guess.
I suppose.
They may not have
that's the route you want to take.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Tommy's been great at times, but they're not finding the wins. And here we got Perzillion and Karma. I actually think, those might be the two that stick out. Those might be the two that kind of stick out to me the most. I mean, Karma, just from day one to what he's been now, he's been an absolute beast, an X factor for the squad. And Perzillion, I think you can say, at least within Division A, and right now with the matches we've watched, he might be the best ICR in the game.
I mean, that's a big one. But so far this week, he absolutely has.
I'm just talking within this week. It's hard to have the conversation about greatest in the game right now. We're barely into the title when you think about the scope of the league. But right now, wow, he has looked so good. But we'll shift focus.
But
back to Gen.G versus EG. Lots of G's.
Yeah, I saw EG, Gen.G.
That's why I said GG on accident earlier, because I think I combined both. 250 to 203 victory, though, for EG. First map win for the squad. And maybe that's... I mean, you were a pro player, but things are going bad. They're going bad. Like, it feels like they're spiraling out of control. It's sometimes just like a one-map win, like a little positivity. It can go a long way, right?
Oh, especially if it's something that they've been working on, right? When I look at this EG roster, I just think Hardpoint is where they are that's probably going to be their weakest game mode, right? When you just look at this roster, guys like Fellow, guys like Faceno, usually search and destroy players in Game 3, just depending on what that game is. So, yeah, I think that's a big win for them. Maybe it's what they were working on, depending on how the vetoes went between these two.
Well, if Vegas, if Vegas is any inclination, I know there's been changes, but if they win a map, they usually win series. So we'll see if they can keep it going here. But finally, a foothold in a series.
But doesn't Gen.G lose like every map one? Hasn't been.
Yes, that's been. Yeah, so we talk about the story for EG, and the other side, the story for Gen.G is they're losing a map, and then they have to fight back.
And they win like 3-1 every time.
Yep.
So Gen.G is just used to this situation.
Yeah,
at this point, we're like, they probably want to work on winning that game one.
Neither team really used to winning map one, apparently.
Yeah, I think on the other side of that, right, at least for EG, you have a group of veterans where it's like, all right, we're losing. How do we continue to get better? What is the criticism? Some teams don't have that, right? Like those team meetings, those VOD sessions, and that's why you see teams have the same problems over and over again. The flip side is that if you're a team like Gen.G or Midnight, when you start to lose, what happens, right? That is going to be the big question for these young teams moving forward. Things aren't going to go their way all year long. They're just not.
I can't remember. Somebody brought it up on the desk. I think it might have been Study, but he said, what happens when Midnight start to lose?
Right, that'll be the big question.
It's going to come at some point.
People will figure it out.
And it might seem like an odd thing to think about with how good they're playing, but what happens when they actually face some adversity? Because this team so far hasn't really faced any. I mean, they haven't lost since they've been playing as a team on LAN. And maybe they'll be totally fine. Maybe it's not even a talking point, but maybe not.
And it's just a long season. There's a lot of events. We know what happens with young players. You know, they get influenced by veterans. Veterans want to join their team, right? Things will get wonky. It always does. It would be great to see Midnight stick together throughout the entire year as we get into this Game 3 control back between Gen.G and this is a very weird start.
It was like quiet. It was like the calm before the storm.
I thought we were going to have a restart. I was like...
The way it was being played?
Yes, I was literally about to say that, but Gen.G find the first blood, get the bomb down.
3v5 retake. Not going to be easy to figure out. Nice little bait and switch there action from Spacely and Nagafin. No opening for EG. Goonjar last alive. He's got 1 HP, and he's the hell out of there.
That just had to be...
Well, it was funny because when we hopped in, obviously we hopped a little bit late into the round, but I just saw him standing there and just 5 yellow arrows and like no sound. I'm like, what's going on? The next thing you know, Ever flies at him. It just seems so odd. It might have just been the timing of how we got into the game.
It felt like EG was maybe reading into something, like maybe Revan's telling them, hey, remember on round 1 what they like to do is send 2 guys showers, but they split push it. Because those 4 guys, even after that kill, didn't move. They didn't even move. That's why I was so confused. They didn't rotate, so maybe they just thought Gen.G was throwing a bit of a split push on them.
Could be.
They tried to just hard read it, hard counter it, and it just didn't work out.
Sniper out for Nogafin, and he's going to have a chance. Does he connect? Certainly does. Facento.
Stay alive. That's an important part, and he does.
We'll see you in round 3. Nice shot. Alive as well. Not really an opportunity there as the slide comes across to get another shot on. Spacely out here with the help, but he's going to lose that gunfight, so Nogafin in even more trouble. Major Maniac has rotated as well, and Mox has won a fight on the other side of the map, so that'll even the odds at 3-3 with just under a minute to go. And they want to wrap this right back, so it's going to be coming to Mox. When does the rotation come over the other side? Because they've left 1 player there, so they think they have to leave 2. That's just a distraction from Fellow. Then give yourself a 2-on-1 on the other side. Plus, they stun him. This is perfect from EG.
Yeah, great stun usage out of EG. But still.
You would have loved for maybe to find 1 kill on the other end as well,
yeah,
but
Fellow goes down, or at least for him to stay alive.
Well, he stayed long enough to give him an easy plant and find a pick, but now it's a 2v2.
Trying to spot these guys knife and just jumps on it. I love this play. I mean, if you're going to give it to him.
He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. They're not even going to move. Not even going to move. See you later. Round 2 to Gen.G.
What?
I wish you guys could see Joe's face right now. Oh, you literally look dumbfounded.
What were they doing? They gave up everything.
Yeah, I mean, what position do they have there? They think there's no chance of that play coming in.
Did Fellow give them a call out? Like they're both going that way? Like I don't know. You don't even want to check it?
Yeah, I can't look at your face right now. Round 3, here we go.
All right.
Oh, God, I love you, Joe.
I'm just confused.
Oh, composure has been lost, but we're back. Nogafin gonna get the bomb plant. Cluster out for Exotic. Gonna do some damage. Major Maniac somehow lives with a sliver of HP. But now can they work the retake? The first time they were in this position, they were not able to do it. All the kills go the way of Gen.G. Stun out. Havoc, Spacely connect. Havoc finds a pair. And picked apart is EG yet again. Royalty, you're last up. See you later.
This is just way too easy right now for Gen.G. Even in these 5v5s, EG, okay, they give up the bomb site, but in the retake situation, they don't even have a chance. Not one chance at all.
It's been 2 5-on-5s, right? Both times. It just hasn't been close. One time they don't find a single kill. There they find, what, 1? They find 1 kill. Royalty gets 1. That's it.
It was a 4-on-5 the first attack, because there was 1 player of EG who got taken out.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was 4-on-5. Correct. That's right.
That's what I think they went for the hard read. This time they're just like, all right, we'll play 5v5. They're like, just play out of that site, stay alive, and then we'll go for a 5 versus 5 retake. And that didn't work either.
No, it did not. Havoc 5-1 and working towards some streaks. How much information did he just get? Well, he tells Major Maniac they're coming, and he's ready. 2, 3, maybe 4. Havoc's there for the help. They combine to find everybody but Gunjar. And EG cannot string together anything here on Gridlock.
This would be a huge clutch out of Gun if he's able to pull this off. This 1v3. He's able to get 1 kill. They give him a 1v1.
Feels like they need a miracle.
Yeah, they need something to turn this game around, but Spacely and Mox going to play together.
They're going to know they have bomb.
Yeah, they should know they have it.
If they didn't, they do now. Spacely looked like he was right on top of it.
Yeah, they're right on top of it. Yeah, they see it. So now Gunjar is going to go inside, able to find 1. There is a trade. It's there. Good teamwork out of Spacely.
And those situations, more than maybe any other title due to healing, are so hard. Like, if it's a 2-on-1 and they're sticking together, the only way to clutch that 1v2 is, like, I guess if you hit your shots and slide, get like a shot melee. Like, it has to be something absurd. It's so tricky to do. I mean, that's about as much as you could ask for from
almost
Gunjar.
like right here.
Yeah.
And then he finds a 3rd.
Yeah, well, there at least. I mean, there's, like, players everywhere, and he's got some cover to dance around. Like, yeah, it's not impossible, but if you play it well in that 2v1, just feels like it's a lot easier to secure in this game versus others.
And again, like, EG's just getting completely outplayed. in Search and Destroy. It's just this is exactly what we saw yesterday against Optic. Like they're not even playing the map. Or what happened between game 1 and 2? I don't understand. Something is off with their Search and Destroy.
And maybe it's map 1, a choice for EG. This is a Gen.G pick and not something maybe they're comfortable on, but like.
Well, they didn't look comfortable on Arsenal Search and Destroy yesterday either, so I don't know.
It's a team you think would be all right in Search, but
I think this should be their best game mode. I would think so.
Well, right now it is. It's not.
It's not at all.
No, like, it's one thing if you lose a game 6-0 or something and you've got some close rounds, right? Like some clutches from one team that pick it up, but no, there's been nothing. There's been no semblance of life. Like someone needs to check for a heartbeat with EG right now. Bring it to the defibrillator, mouth to mouth, check for a pulse. They're down for the count.
It's not even. Obviously, you're down 1v2, but it's not like it's come down to 1v1.
No, not at all. I'm saying nothing. Goon had one 1v3, possibly. That's all.
I mean, you have no kills on Exotic. You have no kills on Faceno. 1 on Fellow. Nagafit just going to take that kill. He's like, thank you. EG will push top middle. Here will come the important kills as Fellow finds one. The trade not there.
This is the first time they've had man advantage.
Well, never mind. It's gone.
Okay. Well, that was the first time I think the entire game, though.
Look at this. Nagafit's just like, hello, teammates. I'm here with you now.
3v3. EG have to hold off the retake, or they're getting 6-0'd off the map in about 5 minutes. Oh, he gave him a shot for a second, but Facento able to stay up. Now Havoc gets in top.
Have the specialist as
well
already.
Wrapping back alley. Havoc gets in position. Are they going to be ready for him? I think he got spotted. He did. Goonjar gets some shots in, but he hasn't been cut down yet. Facento with the reflank, able to pick up one. But Havoc trades it. He then drops round to EG.
What?
Oh, my God.
Exotic's right there. Exotic's by alley. Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, played it.
All right. Nice play in the 1v1. Finds the kill, and EG stay alive. Got scary for a second there, though. But all right, finally something to smile about. Yeah, ha. Round on the board.
Oh, you think you're up 1-0 in the series.
True. I thought you were going to say they were up 1-0 in it. It's like, what? I don't know why my head went there. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
No, but that round, it felt like Havoc was trying to set up his grab slam, but when that player jumped top house and came behind Nagafin for the kill to make it a 2v3, I feel like he just held off on it. It was like, all right, if we clutch this round,
when he reflank?
Yeah. Okay, so here's the adjustment on EG. They're just going towards the safe site. They're sending 3 top middle as well. These guys' showers have to stay alive. They can't let Gen.G over-push them before the flank comes through. Fellow able to find one. Havoc, though, at least takes down his teammate. Now a 3v3, and it's like the sides have flipped. It's basically able to find one. Where are the trades? Goonjar finds 2. Now it's all on the Major Maniac in a 1 versus 2. And he gets smacked in the face.
Goonjar, now that's the kind of moment that maybe starts to smell a comeback. They get hyped on the stage. Goon picks up 3. Things start to click. Remember, this was 5-0 for Gen.G. We talked about baby steps for EG by getting that map 1 hardpoint win. Same logic here. Baby steps round by round in this search and destroy. I'll tell you what, we haven't seen many 0-5 comebacks, but this would be the most shocking thing I've ever seen.
Well, here's the problem.
Just based on how those first 5 rounds.
First of all, 0-5 comebacks is hard enough as it is.
Yeah.
But now you have all of Gen.G with specialists.
Yep.
Right, besides Havoc.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to sell that story yet, but like it would be the most ridiculous thing ever.
They would have to throw away a couple of rounds using their specialists. Exotic, Goonjar close. Well, Goonjar is very close, but the rest aren't there at all.
Naga did his job, got the information. Now the rotation of those yellow arrows come over. One's going to stay. That's going to be Mox. That'll be on an island in case anyone tries to flirt with A. Bomb planted. Now 5-on-5 retake for Gen.G. First blood so crucial in this situation. Can Facento get it? Not able to do it. Major Maniac has brought out his specialist weapon. Annihilator in.
Watch number 7 as well. Goonjar working top middle of the map. Major Maniac throws away the Annihilator. Goonjar's now in a flank space. Spacely does find one, but it's a 2v3. Goonjar. What?
1v1.
1v2.
Oh, 1v2. Spacely weak. Somehow he stays alive, but it will get traded out. And EG, here we go, Joe.
Yeah, Goonjar just has.
Yeah.
Yeah, pride.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, he got 3 kills.
Yeah,
trying to get him away. He's okay. Took a round off. Let's other team.
It's just the way it balances out. But what we just talked about, Major Man pulls out Annihilator. Now it's gone. We saw this
now
a lot.
Now is it time to start to worry, Joe?
A lot at the Pro League qualifier due to rounds like this.
Is it 0-0 time yet?
Getting close. No Grab Slam, no Annihilator. Spacely is about to get War Machine.
Oh, Vicento's closest streaks, too. They use TAC 5, and he's 125 off. You get some streaks.
Yeah, that's a big kill. Exotic stay alive. He has the help of Royalty. There's a trade, but Royalty gets taken down. It's on June.
Jar has to hit shots with this. He has to
hit shots.
Vicento's going to get pushed. He's going to drop War Machine in. That should do it unless Fellow can clutch the 1 versus 3. He's going to get tagged. He's going to get dropped, and there you go. A comeback started. You started to feel it a bit, but Gen.G hold on. The first 5 rounds, a clinic. They took EG to school. Impressive stuff. I know it extended a bit, but don't take away how impressive a result that was for Gen.G.
Yeah, just looking at the side of EG, it just felt like they were playing, especially on the defensive side, just so hard to counter Gen.G. They were so focused on making sure they didn't give up that B-bomb site.
Now tied up at 1 apiece. EG have gotten their first map win in the Pro League, but Gen.G are the team sitting at 2-0, looking for a 3-0 start. It's Control up next. The swing game, don't go anywhere. Our final match of week 1 is tied at 1 apiece. EG, Gen.G. A battle for the ages, Joe.
A battle of the G.
Oh, we'll get into this one as quickly as we can, but EG get their first map win to the hard point. They look strong, and I don't think that's a word I would use to describe what they look like in Search. So coming into that, they had a .52 KD, a team KD in Search. Don't think it improved there.
No, it did not. 0.52?
Yeah. Team KD in Search.
Yeah, that means it smoked.
Yes, they have, Joe. They gotta fix it. They gotta fix it. If we've learned anything, you know, with a game type that you play twice within a series, you cannot be that poor. You're not winning series. It's impossible.
No, you are not. Okay. Well, it's not.
Well, not impossible. Yeah,
it's possible.
Damn it! Right when I said it, I was like, "Well, that's the wrong word to use."
Yeah.
It's like highly unlikely.
Yeah. There you go. But seaside control, we don't see this too often. Just due to how tough it is to capture that A point for the offensive team.
I think, and I've said this before in other broadcasts, but the most important thing for me, if you're offense, after you get B, that first push, that first wave to A, you need to do damage. It's just so hard. And like, if you're a new viewer, it's just easy to understand why. Look where the defense is spawning and look where that damn A is on the minimap.
Yeah.
It's 20 yards away.
And here's the other thing is you can get a lot of map positioning like Nagafin's doing right now. It'll remind you of something like frequency on the defensive side where you can just be a nuisance, you can be annoying. That's why you have to keep your eyes on that clock because a majority of the time it does come down to the defense just locking it down at both A and B. There's one player left from EG, that was Royalty trying to stay alive. And now with a 3 life advantage, Gen.G getting very forward positions. We're gonna try and lock this down. If they do go down, EG should be able to cap B as they got 2 ticks.
Question for you, just because it made me think of it there, I don't think it came into play, but now that we've had a bit, we've had a couple tournaments, we've had a bit of play, what do you think, has Fog of War been that big of a change with regards to maybe how you see play styles and stuff? Has it had that drastic an impact?
I think it does. I think there's absolutely plays where Fog of War helps some teams out, right? Someone trying to be a little sneaky, find a nice corner.
Well, we just don't talk about that often. I was just curious if, now with, more matches under our belts, if you see it being a really big deal.
I would say yes.
Okay. 20 seconds remaining. 2 ticks into B, but they need to get the full capture. There's the entry you need. Mox is going to fall. Havoc next man up. Somehow gets a kill. They're still throwing stuff at this as they have a big life advantage. But it looks like they're going to at least get B. But with as hard as A is to get, you need to get it as efficiently as you can. If you throw that much to get B where you're down 7, 8, 9 lives, you better have a flawless transition.
Yeah, and that's what you were talking about, and they don't, is Major Maniac can have a take care of business. There's one more player inside. That's Exotic. He does find a couple. They both slide right by him.
How the hell?
But as you said, it's just going to be tough now for EG to even win this. They have to be flawless from here on out.
It's hard to capture this with a life advantage sometimes, much less a big deficit.
And now they have 2 lives left, and Havoc just found 3 kills.
And
he just exploded on the main stage as he gets loud.
We love that. We love that. And this is, I don't know, maybe Havoc's year of return to form. I'm excited to see what he can do.
It's a nice beach.
I don't think I've ever seen like that angle like that. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I'd like to go on vacation there.
I would too.
Want to go together?
Yes, I would. Speaking of which, Valentine's Day is around the corner. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah,
we leave Kat and Mo behind, and you and I just go on a vacation to.
We'll bring the dogs.
Wherever the hell this is.
Yeah.
Like Greece or something. Where is this?
That's fine. We'll go to Greece.
Okay. I've never been there. I've always wanted to.
Me too.
Kat and Mo, if you're watching, we're kidding. We're gonna do something lovely for both of you.
Well, you'll be going.
I mean, I'll be here.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll probably be streaming COD with you. Well, you got a good example of why you favor the defense in most situations on this map. Gen.G wins the defense. Now let's see what they can do on offense. Nagafen has stun up for the opening break.
They're going to try and attack A, but it looks like EG's ready for this, but Royalty, as you said, gets shot, but
how does he get away?
But
and if they get that first pick and get in right away.
They got a couple of picks. Basically found 2. Now he's in a good position. You have one player watch the top middle. That's Mox in his spawn window. There's a tick. Talked about how difficult it can be, and that's kind of why. Even after 2 to 3 kills, EG still stabilizes.
You get a tick, and you're right around even in lives. You're down a couple, but you did some damage. Now you spread the defense out a bit, but they still have multiple players here.
You've already wasted 35 seconds.
True.
Again, when it comes down to
I like to see that stuff though.
No, switch it up.
Yeah, a little bit of a, that's like a call play. Stun over the top, you grapple in. Like I like to see that. They try to get creative with a push towards A. And, well, we'll see if it ultimately proves successful. If the one tick is going to be that big of a deal in the long run. Nice shots from Fellow. Wins the one-on-one. Halts the push, and now look how staggered you are if you're Gen.G. You have 2 players push all the way up basically to front church. You've got 1 player still coming off of spawn.
Yeah,
you're fighting, you've got a 2-on-2 there. By the time Havoc gets here, both the teammates are done. Now 2 players turn to focus on him.
I think what they're hoping is that a couple of players going towards that A site, if they get a couple of kills, sort of staggers each
Well,
team.
I mean, if they win that 2-on-2, it's a different story, obviously, but it's just when you see that on the map with your offense that spread out, so you're relying on a little bit of luck or a lot of gun skill.
This is their best chance right here, but I don't think so. 3, 4 go down. Moss is the last one left, and this is what I was talking about, that time limit.
Yep.
They wasted so much time early on.
And I think
they don't even have another shot.
Another round that really talks to why, you said you don't see this a lot. You don't see this played a lot. It can be very frustrating for the offensive side just due to the nature of this map. And yeah, so many times it comes down to who the hell gets an offensive round. You get an offensive round, you win the map.
And who gets defense round 5? Or
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, if it gets there, yeah. That's true. That may very well be it. Yeah, who is defense in round 5? I think I heard going A, right? Or something like that? Or maybe not. Can sort of hear the players. Now, we can hear some stuff because our headsets are open. They've got white noise and all sorts of stuff, so they can't hear each other's comms. But I think I heard going A, and that looks to be exactly what it was. They want to go for an A hit. Cluster out to cut off that mid-transition, and they're going to fly right in. Exotic gets caught sprinting, not gun up as soon as the push comes out, but his teammates win the fights inside a church. And now Nagafin wants to wait for a bit of help. All his teammates coming off a spawn. TAC 5 going to be boosted in as well. First tick in. Havoc over the top.
Yeah, stunned.
Oh, God, that doesn't go how we wanted.
But he's still alive.
But somehow works out a bit.
We'll take it.
Oh, no, another one. Oh, almost so close to finding the 4th.
You will take that.
They get the clear.
What?
Yeah, that's I mean, that's the make the best of a weird situation, right? You think you're going up over the top, you get cut short with the stun.
Well, that's just okay. That's not gonna get a war machine. That might be.
Leaves a little to be desired.
Yeah, I don't think that's good.
5 life advantage for Gen.G. So you get a somewhat similar result from both teams as they try that opening hit towards A, right? You both get 1 tick, but a lot of time off the clock.
Wait, Fellow just took out 2 of his teammates. Wait, he just collided both of them.
What? Fellow, you good?
He annihilated the wrong team.
Fellow! What is happening in this series?
I don't know. What is happening with EG?
I don't know. I'll be honest, I'm currently getting powder on my face because I'm sweating profusely, Joe.
Yeah, I can see. I have eyes.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that to you. That's one of the viewers I had to get.
But that was a very dominant round, and part of that reason why Exotic finds 0 with the war machine.
You get what, -2 with Fellow.
Havoc stays alive. That was the big play, right? Havoc finding 3 somehow.
I think it's the first
and then Fellow took down his own team. He's a rogue Gen.G member.
The first time I've said, yeah, you get -2 is your result. You're over under and that.
Wait, is it the best play? Could it please? Yes, it is. It is. It's the best
Yes.
play.
Oh, no! Why did you cut that? Why?
No.
Are you kidding me? I was so excited. Well, they teased us.
Jerks.
I don't feel fulfilled. All right, well, Nagafin has the lighting. A 2-1 edge now for Gen.G. Is this going to go to a round 5, or can they get the offensive victory?
Well, bad day right off the start. They find a couple of kills. This is the difference maker right now. But Royalty, he's able to find 2 with the grab slam. And it's like, all right, we're having a great start. And that just takes care of business.
Yeah, I mean, any attempted push towards A has been thwarted thus far by the defense.
But here's he actually sticks 2. That'll take down 2. Exotic stays alive. cluster grenades just give me nightmares, and he finds the third kill as well.
A lot more effective than Fellows Annihilator. He's got 8 bullets in the clip. Can you please reload? Doesn't matter as he gets faced by 2. Basically square in lives right now.
All right, but now they can get in. They can get in with 3 players. EG will probably take another crack at this to at least waste the time, right? You have 38 seconds.
Yeah.
Absolutely they will. As Gen.G has the Tempest. Where is he going?
Wait.
Well, Royalty just gunned the Annihilator.
Were they worried about a split push, I think? Was that why you think he backed up with the Tempest?
But at that point, you're telling someone else to go. Now drone squad for Mox. He's on a 7 spree. Gen.G still with the Tempest.
Well, he just got involved, and it's about to run out.
Yeah, Royalty, though, had a huge kill on the Major Maniac.
16-16, all square, minute 20 now on the clock. You've got streaks to work with for Mox. This first push, can they get any damage done? It doesn't look like that's going to be the case. When does Mox use these streaks, or does he even need them? His Maddox looks like a nuke right now.
They might just try to win it. He'll probably hold on to those streaks for round 5. Right, because you have no specialists on either side. Maybe you just try to win off kills. You're down 2.
They still have time.
All right, so they're actually going for it. He's going to call in the drone squad.
It might pick up a kill on Facento. Well, at least funnels him into Havoc.
It helps him.
Only down a life. Only down 1 life. Royalty's got to get traded there. He can't get 2 kills in that spot, and suddenly you only have 4 remaining for Gen.G, and you throw 2 streaks at this. It's not over yet, though. Not over yet. Havoc goes top. Can he win the one-on-one? This is a big one-on-one. He wins it. 4v4 now. 15 seconds on the clock. Here we go.
Moxie's just trying to get the drone squad inside, but it's so difficult. Just hovering above it. Major Maniac able to find one now at 4v3. Here comes Havoc.
There they go. There they go. There's a team kill, though. Space League connects.
2v1. Royalty just trying to stay alive. It's on to Major Maniac. He has to reload. Only 3 bullets. Trying to stay up, and EG clutches the round.
Oh.
There was a cluster.
Space League's cluster was a team kill, yeah.
But it blew up the drone squad, I'm pretty sure I heard.
Oh my God, so not only was it a team kill, but it killed their streak?
Yes, I heard it blow up.
Bro, what is going on in this game?
I don't know. If you're watching, don't do any of this.
I didn't even notice that. If it took out the drone squad, I mean, that's what I was thinking might be like the savior there once he got in. It would stop right above, it would find, at least do some damage, create chaos, but if that's actually what the cluster did, wow. A bit of a blunder there in the final insane moments of round 4.
Well, let's say EG does have offense. At least you have 1 streak. And we know a streak on this map, if you get a couple of spawn kills, to be 2 to 3 lives automatically. And he's going to go for the Hellstorm right away? Okay, there's 3 kills. That's what I said, right? Maybe get 4. I'm so smart.
Yeah. Good job, Joe.
Okay, yep. What
Your brain is big.
Yeah, dude, 200 IQ, baby.
300 to 26. 300 to 30 to 26 is left. Oh my God.
It's the last match of the week.
Yeah. If it goes anything like the rest of this game, though, it's been all defense. So you have to favor Gen.G. Can EG find some magic down the stretch? You're going to get gravity slam maybe from Royalty. Exotic has that.
You're going to get a lot from EG if they can stay alive. You're going to get 4 specialists, I think. Facendo, Fellow, Royalty, and Exotic. You absolutely have the advantage. And the problem is you're just on offense, right? You can't give up too many lives. But they did.
Down 5. And they still haven't been able to pick up a point.
30 seconds as well.
Yeah, it's like, are you even going to get these specialists? Exotic has his War Machine. You think, does that have to come into play?
Yeah, right here.
It has to.
Able to find one. No. Oh, Havoc with 3.
Once again from the heavens.
Now, Fellow is so close to the Annihilator. He's going to be the only person to make a play, but can they even get there? Havoc gets pushed up. Nope. I don't think they're going to get there. I think this is it.
No. Not going to get close. Not enough time. Every defensive round finds the victory. Gen.G, hold on. in a wild Game 3. We had Annihilator team collaterals, a cluster that killed a teammate and a drone squad.
It's a wonky series.
Yeah, it really, really is. But as it stands, wonkiness aside, it's Gen.G sitting on top at 2-1.
And again, this is how Gen.G series have gone all week. They lose the first one, they win the next 3 maps, and it's looking like that again. The side of EG, you're thinking things are going great. You win a hard point, you go up 1-0, your first map win of the week. And then since then, a lot of not good things.
I want to see if, like, you know, you got a very good example there of how defensive that particular map is. I'm just wondering if we're going to get a team that is just like a seaside offensive specialist. They're just going to come up with some stuff that we're like, holy hell. I'm excited. I just don't think we've really, I don't know. I think there's a lot we're going to see in Control still throughout the year.
It could just come down to teams. You know, we got coaches now. Do we have offensive and defensive coordinators coming up?
Yeah. I'll take a look at the tail end of this Control. Nagafin shuts down what looked to be a good push from EG with a pair. And that looked to be really the big breaking moment, because now you're just scrambling. There's under 30 seconds on the clock. Once they get that clear,
right?
and Havoc
gets his kill.
Here he comes. War Machine out. Havoc from the top rope.
Oh.
And you just got to think, oh no. Here he comes. He had to have 8 to 10 kills, it felt like, throughout that. Well, what did, no, 6.
And
he got 3 with the first one too, didn't he?
Look top left. You were so close to 3 specialists coming into play, but the time was not on their side. They had to get B. They had to extend that timer. Fellow, you could see towards the end, pulls out the Annihilator, but they just don't have time. The TAC 5 boost, it's just like, it's 20 seconds late. Just 20 seconds late. If they get that first point, that could be a different game.
There's our overall score breakdown right now. Gen.G up. Can they end things here on Frequency?
I almost want this game to just keep going. This has just been one of the more ridiculous matches I've ever watched.
Where do I feel like I watched EG play this map and they smoked somebody at the Pro League qualifier? Was it Mind Freak? Oh God, my brain. I feel like I remember casting EG on this map and they absolutely obliterated someone.
You could say it. I mean, you're Maven.
Yeah,
whatever you say goes.
Yeah, right. Maven World League. I'm not sure if I remember very correctly, but I believe this is definitely one of the hard points I've casted, which was one of the better ones for EG. I could be completely opposite. They got smoked here, but I'm trying to remember back to the Pro League qualifier. But it will be Frequency up next, and EG have got to get this to push it to a map 5. They've set some records for themselves at the Pro League qualifier by winning that first hard point, but they need to find another map. They need to find a series. You don't want to go blank in your first week of the Pro League. I know it's early. I know there's a lot of time. I know, hell, these matches might not matter in the long run. They might completely turn it around, but still, you want something to feel good about going into the weekend.
Yeah, I just think people, especially even myself, coming into the Pro League, I thought EG, based on what we saw at the Pro League qualifier, they're just going to be more competitive than what we've seen. Obviously, I think you probably put them towards the bottom 4 of this division.
Well, if they lose this, they literally lost the top 3 teams in the division, right? Yeah, because it'll be Midnight at 4-0, Optic at 3-1, and Gen.G at 3-0. Unless I'm missing something, that'd probably be your top 3 division. So that's one thing that I guess we lost the top 3 teams, but the hard point now underway. This Havoc frantically trying to keep eyes on mid-map and assist his players out towards Catwalk. Now the flood comes in. He'll rotate in to try and help. Help comes in, but everybody's dropped around him. What can he actually get done?
There's just sometimes I watch this game and it just looks stressful.
Oh, dude, no, literally, I was just trying to think what to say right there. I'm like, my God, like that's just, is his hand okay?
Yeah, like, he's just trying to stay, just sliding, just like he's just being shot at from 4 different angles.
Making me anxious.
But he's still alive, and they have a 35-point lead already. It's CEG though, their minds are on that next hill. Because that was Royal 2, is able to pick up a 1v1 win. Now EG spawning on that right side of the map. Exotic trying to contest a few more seconds. Hill will pop. Exotic just being annoying. The rest of Gen.G gonna spawn down low towards pipes, and now it's on a royalty. He doesn't have much help right now. One player will spawn up. That'll be exotic, so it'll be on these two. Be able to find one. Good job by royalty to back down. This stim gets popped in. There's that nade, and it stops the first push.
And Havoc does his job. He goes up high, hopes his teammates find the picks, but they lose all those gunfights and don't find the opening that they need. So during the second hardpoint, first hardpoint all Gen.G, second hardpoint all EG, as they have locked down Orange. Now let's see if they can get this time and work anything onto that base-to-base transition, which more than often kind of blows open a lead for this game. But you see number 4, number 1 starting to fan back for Gen.G to get set up for spawns it next.
This is what we saw Optic do a lot in that series against Reciprocity, where they would just go through the front, force you to still spawn in the back. So
they got a chance here. If they find any kills, they will spawn in the back. Can they get any kills?
Well, they'll hold. They'll be 1 second.
Okay.
They'll wait for that hill to pop, and there we go. So
we've seen people not hold though and just pop up in the back.
There we go. That's exactly what Gen.G wanted, is a rotate towards that blue base. Now you have a bit of a staggered push from EG. Exotic pushing that right side of the map. Havoc though in the window, just causing mayhem. There's one player under him. But where does EG find an opening? Right now they don't have anything, but Exotic and Fellow find gunfights, and maybe that'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, so far this has just been the team that gets set up early. Has found all the time. They've done a good job holding. This might be the first actual break, and well, we talked about this one being a little bit easier to contest just due to the nature of this hardpoint with the balcony, but EG has been able to do that, but not before Gen.G gets back into the lead. Now 80-47. At the tail end of this hardpoint, we'll focus now over to pipes. Fellow set up, should get a kill before he gets caught on the left. He doesn't get caught and almost punishes Mox, but can't finish the kill.
Yeah, good job by Fellow though to at least find a couple of kills. Now, how does Gen.G decide to break this? Look at this spread on the map for Gen.G. Unfortunately, Fellow spawns behind Major Maniac, so that'll cut one angle down. Havoc, you see him fly high once again, able to take down a kill. The push though is in from the middle as Mox and Nagafin trying to get in, and it looks like they're able to do so. Great teamwork out of Gen.G.
Nagafin and Mox, what a break. And then Havoc and Major Maniac seal the tail end of it. They get that break with about 35 seconds left. Ton of time here to work with as Spacely's pushing it out. Kills with the nades, kills with his gun, almost kills with his fist as well. Can't get the reload in before he drops. Now we're getting close to specialist time. Havoc having a nice game. Has his gravity slam already. Nagafin very close to his weapon as well. I mean, you're really about to be loaded on the Gen.G side.
Well, that's good for EG. Spacely calls in that war machine, doesn't find anything. Well, finds 1 kill, but it's not much. But now it's Havoc's turn. We saw how good he's been and efficient he's been with the grab slam. That'll open things up. He's able to stay alive. Finds 2. Nagafin, Mox back him up.
We gave him a lot of flack on Hot Mic about his dip off the edge. No, I know. We joked around a lot, but he's been very, very good in this series.
He probably had nightmares about it. It was like, I'm never doing that again. Sometimes that's all it takes. Now a very solid lead for Gen.G, plus streaks.
Can he get more, though? Can he get more? Yeah. Just barely stays alive, just spamming that stem, trying to get the heal in. 10 points now off of the drone, so he's running drone sniper's nest. There's the drone squad. Mox, they're both on streaks. I mean, 4 in a row for Havoc, 6 in a row for Mox. There, I have a 100-point advantage, and all these streaks to work with. EG at risk of getting smoked off the map.
Yeah, just taking a look at the EG side. Got to talk about Faceno. I mean, gave him a lot of praise at the Pro League qualifier, the turnaround that he had. But in this game, number 4, triple negative at 5 and 17. Everybody else is producing a good amount, right around even. But he's got to turn it around if EG has any chance. But we talked about it.
Nope.
Royalty gets cut down after that grab slam. Only finds 1. Nagafin with the Tempest gets stunned.
Got help, though. And
he's got help.
The help's big, too, because he's close to picking up even more streaks. Well, maybe not. Unless they can still cover him. Did they somehow keep him alive? They've still kept him alive through this. So he's still working. He's technically getting closer to streaks while he's on his knees because he's in the objective. Now just 100 needed. 1 kill.
And look, they pushed on through it, and that's what we talked about. The EG spawning behind them for this rotation. Nagafin recognizes it. takes down Royalty. Some more streaks.
Oh, this time you do it about 15 seconds versus 5, and it works out.
Gosh, there's one player who spawns at the new hill. That was Gen.G in the back, but yeah, we'll see. Or sorry, Royalty, and we'll see a Royalty. This is done. This is so many streaks. Can you imagine just having 3 drone squads and sniper nests on the map?
No, no.
Havoc's.
Gen.G won.
Yeah.
I don't like to call someone winning before they've won, but Gen.G have won.
I typically don't either, but there's always a chance. But right now, there's no chance.
Just look at the top left. Just streaks everywhere. They're calling everything in.
This is just like, this is tough. It's not fun to be on the other end of that either. Where I mean,
that's
you're
what's
just getting
tough. It's
smoked.
like, yeah, it's a 4-game series, but when you take a look at it, this map, the search, like this just did not look good for EG, and for Gen.G, a phenomenal performance. They are 3-0 in Division A. Everything clicking, everything seems to be coming together outside of really finding map 1 victories. They're getting the rest done. That seems to be their recipe for success. Drop map 1, rip 3 straight. For EG, they got work to do.
They got a lot to work to do. I mean, the good thing for them, we have the weekend, and through past pro leagues last couple of years, we've seen some teams turn around over a weekend, right? They're going to have some times to figure things out, maybe practice a little bit, but one map, they're 1-9. And yes, it's, as we talked about, some of the tougher teams in the division, but it's not like it gets much easier. Right, it still doesn't get that much easier. It really doesn't. There's a lot of good teams in this division, but can EG turn around? And on the side of Gen.G, well, we talked about they played Reciprocity, Red, and now they've played EG.
How impressed are you with Gen.G?
Very impressed, but on the same side,
they have the tougher side, yeah.
They have that tougher side. We're going to see them play Midnight. We're going to see them play Optic Gaming. That's where those real tests will come in.
We'll see if they can keep it rolling.
Be fun next week.
They're undefeated, Midnight undefeated, and then the opposite for EG. Just looking to find that first series victory. We'll see when that will come, but that's going to do it with regards to our week 1 matches. We've got a first week in the book.
Yeah, it was
good. Fun, right? Fun to get back in the swing of things.
Yeah.
There's a lot left.
Yeah, 1 week out of, what is it, like 8? 1 of 8 or maybe a lot more?
It's a ton. It's a lot.
It's a lot more than that. It's 12, I think.
It might be 12. We got a lot of Call of Duty. We hope you guys are having fun, but for the PlayStation Instant Reaction, it's Nogafin on stage with Jess.
Thanks, Clint. How does it feel to be undefeated in the Pro League?
Honestly, it feels great. Like, coming into the league, like, we started off 1-3, so it's like, coming from that to 3-0 in the league, it just feels really great.
So all of your matches have been 3-1s. I know Joey Nebby said, we're sick of 3-1s. We want to close out a 3-0. Why do you think that all of your matches end up playing out this way?
Like, honestly, we've had a lead in every first map we've played so far. We just end up throwing first map away, and we just got to close out the first map, and we'll 3-0 every series.
Finally, the thing that always impresses me about your team is the passion and the dedication, and your coach is always talking about that. Can you tell me a little bit about how that helps you secure the victory?
Honestly, I think we prepare more than any other team here. We scrim every day. You know, we watch VODs. We see what we do wrong. We always tell each other what we do wrong. We listen to each other. We have so much trust in each other, and I think that's it.
That's fantastic to hear. Thank you so much. This has been your PlayStation Instant Reaction. Katie, take it away.
Thank you so much, Jess. And there we have it for the last day of the first week of Division A Pro League. Evil Geniuses not able to pull it out, ending up in the same spot as Luminosity Gaming. Your analyst desk is back. I'm your host, Katie Bedford, with very giggly Nameless and Pac-Man and Study.
I just can't believe it, son. I can't believe it. EG fall to a 1-9 map count. I watched Felony 2 pieces on teammates with Annihilator. I might have lost words for this team right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of work EG needs to do in this weekend they have coming up. I really think they need to go back and watch every single match they had over together at the same time, and get there with Revan and figure out what's going on with them. I think, like, right there, you get a big game out of Royalty. Like, he's playing pretty well, and I think everybody just needs to figure it out at the same time, right? Like, you need everybody to be performing when you're losing, 3-0, 3-0, 3-1, and the things you're going back trying to fix overnight aren't helping.
And this is the only map that EG won.
That's because it's the Gen.G special. Yeah. That's what Gen.G does. They go out and they lose the first map because they're warming up into the series, and then they go out and just win the next 3. And according to Nogafin, they'll just win every map they ever play if they win the first hard point.
That's why I was so giggly when it came back to the desk, because that's just not how it works. You're not going to win every series 3-0. But that being said, them being able to win 2, 3, 4 every series is actually pretty impressive. Like, being able to bounce back after losing map 1 is insane. So if they are able to win that game 1, you got to think the series has become that much easier if they can keep up their search and destroy. Like,
yeah, they got out to what, a 5-0 start. They came out really hot game 2. EG almost brought it back. They actually started showing some teamwork, some signs of life in that game. They were doing I kept watching them get soloed out like at the start of every round. I don't know what EG's thing is, but they hate getting first blood. I don't understand it. Work together. For God's sake, go watch Midnight and some of these teams play. They're literally wolf packing around the map. It's not that complex.
Yeah,
wolf pack and trade.
It's clearly not an overnight fix for these guys, right? Like, it's going to take a lot of research for them. Like, they have a lot of talented players. You know, all these guys can shoot relatively straight. It's just, you know, going back, watching it, and actually applying it to your gameplay. It's like the things that they're talking about and trying to fix, just it's not translating, and that can be really frustrating as a player when you talk about things and it doesn't translate to the gameplay.
Like, look at this round. Look how off their pacing was. They had fought 2 1v1s, and then third guy slides up late. Even if he were to get a kill, which he didn't, even if he were to get a kill, instantly traded out, it'd be a 4v2, and Gen.G would have an easy round. They just got to work on their pacing and how they work together.
Yeah, and then, like, on this map, like, obviously nobody really played amazing, but Facino's really got to step it up, right? Like, you can't be starting a game 7 and 20 or ending the game like that. And this map was just all Gen.G. You see Mox going off as well as Havoc, and just across the board, everybody playing so good on Gen.G. Like, it's going to be really tough to go up against a team when, you know, they're that confident and challenging everything like that. So everybody on EG needs to step it up, man.
Well, and to Nameless's point, Study, it seems like teams like EG and LG, these aren't surface level issues that they're able to put band-aids on. There's a lot more going on.
Yeah, it's just, for both of these teams, it's their teamwork. It's completely abysmal. I can't believe it. You got to watch all these teams that are playing now that are getting wins, and they all have unbelievable teamwork. I don't know if it's because of the players of who they are. You know, you got a couple world champions, you got a couple of champions all over both these teams, and they're just not using any teamwork, man. And it's definitely showing because they're just getting outplayed, getting flooded by multiple people, and it's terrible to see out of them.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, throughout that series, there's not much to analyze on the side of Evil Genius.
No.
They're losing a ton of gunfights, and they're clearly not communicating effectively. Like, watching that match, every 2, 3, and 4, all the maps seem pretty much identical. They're just getting destroyed. Like, when that happens, you got to revamp the entire way you approach the game. Like, they need to go back and steal stuff from every single team and apply it to their gameplay.
And that's not what you want to hear, Pack, from Nameless, that there was just
true.
nothing to analyze because it was that bad.
Well, it's just, the teamwork is basically this entire game. So if you say you got to go back and work on your teamwork, that means starting fresh. That's
From the start.
From the start, and breaking down what you're doing right, first of all. I feel like teams don't do that enough. Figure out what you're doing correctly, because they're not just a horrible team. They did get into this spot. Figure out what you're doing correctly. Remember what you're doing, and then figure out how to get those players that are struggling to come back up to the level that they need to be at so that you can win these games.
Absolutely. Let's bring up now our Division A standings. Now that the first week is done, we see Midnight